Hello, today I'm going to show you how to set status date, and how to move project to status date. So, first of all, you see that I have project, and let's say that phase 1 design is 100% completed, and phase 1 development is 50% completed. It doesn't have to be assigned like a mark as completed like that. I can put, I can use any other way of completing. Like, for example, I can go here and I can say for phase 3 that it is 100% completed, but it was late or whatever. But this is just to show you not how to put actuals, but how to set status date and move the project to status date. So here you will see this is 100% completed, this is 50% completed. This one is, let's say, 100% completed as well. And let's say that this is only, let's say, 25% completed. Okay, now, you see those two phases are going to be, are supposed to go in parallel, but this one is completed and this is only 50%, and this one is completed, but this is only 25% completed. Now, this is the current situation of my project. Now suppose that today is the last day of October. I'm going to project and I will set a status date as a last day of October, which is here, 31st. Okay, so I have now, I say, it is 31st of October, end of the day. This is the current situation of my project. Obviously, since this is, today is 31st of October, and this is only 50% completed, this phase 1 development, there is no way that it will be completed on time. Same here, phase 3 development, there is no way that it will be completed on 12th of October. So I put status date, I have the real actuals put it in my project, and now I'm going to go to update project. And I will say reschedule uncompleted work to start after status date, which is 31st of October. I didn't have to put status date. Let me show you. I can put here not available, okay, and I can say, okay, reschedule status date, but the default will be now today, and I can put 31st of October. But it is much better that if you put status date, and you will see that it remains. So again, when you will open the project next time, you will see when did you last update your project. So status date is 31st of October, update project, and I will say reschedule uncompleted work to start after 31st of October. Okay? And I choose entire project. So you will see now that here is finish date, which is set to 21st of November. If I click on OK, then finish tasks are not going to be moved. The part of tasks which are started but not finished, like this one and this one, are pushed, are here. So the 50% is here, because it started as it was supposed to, and it is finished 50%. And the remaining of uncompleted part is pushed after 31st of October. Since I said today is 31st of October, or status date is the 31st of October, so push uncompleted after this date, which is 1st of November. Okay, first working day. So you will see now the finish date is not in November, it is in October, and the uncompleted part of tasks are moved up front. I will undo it now. And I can say, okay, I want that only for phase 1 and phase 2. So I will select those tasks, okay, and I will go to update project and I will say reschedule them. If I reschedule them for selected task, you will see that for phase 3, I will not have rescheduling. Why should I do it? Because let's say, once again, undo, that I don't have information about if this is really 25% completed or 100% completed or 75% completed. I don't know that, okay? So basically, I'm aware that those tasks has actuals which are, I will say, right, that have right values. I mean, those actuals are accurate, and those for phase 3 and phase 4 are not. So I'm not going to move those tasks in future. So I will update only for selected tasks. So reschedule uncompleted work, okay, here. Now, if I want to, the whole project, so if the whole project has accurate, no matter which tasks are selected, if I go to update project and say reschedule for entire project, I will have the same, I will have that result for the whole project. Now let's say that this task is done. Okay, this task is done. Let's go to task and let's say 100%. Okay, and sorry, this one, 100%. And this task is 100%. And this task is 50%. Okay? And when I now go to rescheduling, but I will change the status date. Let's say it is 15th or end of, let's say, end of November. Let's say that I do it monthly, which is not the good idea. I usually do it on weekly basis. If I reschedule, it will be rescheduled here as well. So you can do it multiple times. And be aware, now I will undo everything. Okay? I will do undo rescheduling. Okay? Here. If I update project and I put status date that is end of October here, okay, once again, and if I update project at the same way, so reschedule uncompleted work to start after specific status date, you will see that tasks which are splitted, which are pushed in a future, are marked, they have constraint which is start not earlier. So obviously this task is partially complete, 50%. The other 50% is planned to be done at least at earliest. It will the remaining part will start earliest at 1st of November. So obviously this task, which is successor of task phase 1 development, should be started not as planned, but it was pushed forward, and therefore it has constraint set which is start not earlier than, and you will see if I go to advanced that start not earlier and constraint date is made. So it cannot be start earlier than 31st of October. It can be started only later, okay? So basically, how do I use it? Basically, in real life, each and every week at Friday, I have a status meeting, and I say, let's say Friday, which is Friday, first Friday. The project is supposed to start on Monday 3rd, which is Friday, the first Friday. So the first Friday is here, 7th, okay? Okay, and I will say, okay, is it done? No, it's not done. So let's say that this task is marked as 0 complete. If I update the project and if I reschedule, okay, it will be pushed after the status days. So Friday was 7th, so the first working day is 10th. But on the other hand, if someone tells me it is not supposed to be finished on 7th, but 75% is done, okay, and here this one is supposed to be finished and it is 100% done. So then in that case, if I update project, you will see what will I have. I will have that this task remaining part 25% is moved forward, but this task is also moved forward because it was supposed to start earlier here on Friday, but it was not, so we should push to start on Monday. In that way, this is the best way, week by week, in my case, to have the real status of your project. Because if you don't do it, you will get here 75%, and let's say here that it is, let's say, 50%, but no matter of that, you know that this is 75% done, or maybe 100% done, but you don't know the exact end of your project because you didn't move those remaining parts in a real date, which is after 7th of October. So this is very useful function, and I use it on each and every status meeting for a project which I have at Friday. Hope this helped. Thank you very much.